All right, guys, we are back. Lynzie is with me and Rhodey the dog. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys for just a minute what the plan is for today. I have gathered up all the old scrap wood that we've made during this job so far, including the concrete forms and everything. That's all of it, all the usable stuff. Some of that's 1 inch. Anyway, what we have to do is we have to put boards along this post right here so that whenever we put our OSB will tack right here, but then there's just going to be a gap right here, and I don't want the OSB to warp one way or another. So we're going to take all these cutoff pieces and we're going to line all these posts so that the OSB has something to fall against. Unfortunately, we are already running out of wood, so that's why we're using all the scraps. It looks like I might have to get a hold of the sawyer and go back over and get some more boards. You can see the little pile that we've got, and we've got some 10-footers down there, but we still have to make the trusses. So we're going to save this wood for the trusses, and we're going to use the scrap wood for all this stuff. It'll be completely hidden once we put the OSB up. We have got some bar stool saw tables right here, so we can start cutting that, and then we got the little table saw set up as well, so we can rip down some of this bigger stuff, bigger cutoffs. And then I've got all of these, which is our old headers that were all cupped and stuff that we reused. All of these can be ripped down. I've got a rough measurement yesterday. This is 41.5, that's 43.5, and that's 35. And that's measuring with gaps like 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch on either side. It doesn't have to be perfect, and instead of going and measuring every single one, I'm just gonna cut it kind of close so we can just nail it in there. It's not that important. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, picked me up an air gun. Lynzie did, and Gary recommended. It's Harbor Freight, 3-in-1 gun. It takes 3 different size nails, and he said he did a review. He looked at the reviews and seemed like a pretty good gun. So I didn't need anything fancy, just something quicker than sitting there running screws the whole time. All right, just line this puppy up. I didn't think about not being able to reach. First one's up. A little crooked at the top, don't judge me. Pretty quick work of that. Now these outside faces are actually 2x6s, so I'm going to use the 2x6 scrap for those. Well, all the ones that are the short side, we'll be putting them up, so keep moving. Now these center ones don't matter that they're perfect, but the outside ones are pretty important that they match up even. Nice. Boy, that makes life easy. I'm glad my air hose reaches all the way around the building too. That's very nice. Hopefully my next shop I'll need 2 hoses to go around it, huh? Okay, that's all the boards we got cut. We gotta cut some more. Man, that's so much faster than climbing up and down that ladder with a screw gun.
Perfect.
On to the next one. See if this one's still too long. Perfect. We are all finished up except for these two boards. This one here and this one. You see, we were actually putting the board out past this and flush with our top line. So I couldn't do that because this was in the way. And then I couldn't do this one because this is in the way. We got all of them done. Lynzie was a big help. Good gaps on there, but doesn't matter. Little gap on that one too. We just used what we had. We pretty much used it all up too. Got all those done. It's looking pretty good. Today is the day we are dealing with the trusses. If I could get everything cut today, I would be more than happy, even if I don't connect them. These things are in pretty bad shape. Because they were never covered. All those were covered with a roof for most of their life until I got them. And then I've had them sitting outside, but they're still pretty strong. These not so much. But luckily I have all of it, and it's all in one piece, and we can measure. The end is knocked off that one, but I've got an end on that side that I can measure. Also, Gary said to just go ahead and leave those long because we can just pull a string line off the other trusses and make it even. All right, that's the plan, guys. I'm gonna quit talking and start measuring. 7 and 9/16. 17 and 5/16. 27 and 5/16. 37 5/16. I'm gonna guess 47 and something 16ths. I mean, I'm no wizard. 47 3/8. Hold it right on the one. Alright guys, I've got the truss laid out. I've double checked all my measurements. Everything is finally right. I just need to come in and put my blocks in here, my uprights in there, and kind of strap everything. This is actually going to be the back side of the truss, so I'm going to take a piece of plywood, I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to lay it out and just use it to hold these all together so I have something to screw to. And then the front of it will get OSB. And I might have came up with the best idea I've ever had in my whole life. I was gonna take a Sharpie and just draw lines and mark out these boards, but then I realized we have a bunch of sawdust, and if I just sprinkle the sawdust out whenever we pick the truss up, our lines will still be defined and we can just set the new boards down where the sawdust isn't. The good thing is I already cut the hard angles. The rest is just kind of laying it out and tacking it in place. A lot of these little pieces of plywood only have 2 screws in them, so I'm going to go around and put a couple extra screws, make sure nothing moves around. And then we can get this truss over here out of the way and start to build the other truss in its sawdust outline. Get a better ground. Boom. Okay, now you can see our outline. long as Rhodey doesn't walk all through it. You have to put it past.
These aren't cut yet.
Nope. Okay, we got it all laid out. We're just gonna put these plates over it. I gotta cut this one up still, but start laying out all those plates. All right, guys, you can see we have ripped all those old header boards down. They were all warped all to hell, but we got a bunch of pieces to, basically when we put an OSB sheet right here, it's gonna end right here and it's not gonna have anything to land on. So we're gonna cut these and that'll be something to back the OSB so it's not flopping. I think that'll be enough. I did the math, but I forgot what it was, but we'll have to cut those down to size as we go. Yeah, pick it up and drag it all the way to it. All right, guys, got a bunch of little cut off pieces and stuff that won't be usable. I'm gonna build another fire out of it. Try to cook these stumps off for the last time. I've about got this area all cleaned up. And boy, that'll help a lot too, because then I can smooth all this out once and for all. Russell's gonna bring some hay over here for me, so I can spread it out and start soaking up some of this mud, maybe even plant some seed in there. You can see we've got it pretty well reduced. And this stuff right here, I couldn't get out. Lynzie just helped me get it unstuck. So we got one more fire there. Burn that thing up. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my area, take all my cutoffs over there, all the extra stakes and stuff I have to stack wood, just anything I can get rid of, pile over there. And I'm also going to cut up this trusses now that I don't need them anymore. Thank goodness, and thank you for Lynzie for helping me get all those cut. Man, that totally kicked my butt. But you can see there's some metal plates and stuff in this and some nails. I'm gonna just take my saw and cut around, you know, cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, throw all the metal pieces to the side, but burn off all the wood that I can. If I can get these things out of my way now, that'll make a huge area for me. So that's what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the night. I'll save you guys the effort of watching that. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you to my members for supporting my channel. In the next video, Gary's going to be coming to help me put OSB siding and house wrap on this whole entire shop. Hope you guys stick around for that. Thanks again for watching. I love you and see you in the next one.